Hello and hi viewers, welcome back to our channel ZR Realm, and in today's video we are going to dive into the fascinating world of parts of speech. These are building blocks of language, the categories that help us structure and make sense of sentences. Understanding parts of speech is fundamental to grasping how language works, whether you are learning a new language or trying to improve your command of your native tongue. So, let's start with a sentence that will help us see each part of speech in action. So, the sentence is: the lucky boys found a backpack in the park and they opened it carefully. This sentence is simple, but it contains examples of many different parts of speech, and will break it down word by word and explain the role each word plays in the sentence. The is article, lucky adjective, voice noun, found verb, a article, backpack noun, in preposition, the article, park noun, conjunction is and is conjunction here, they pronoun, opened verb, it pronoun, carefully adverb. So this was a simple sentence, but it contained a lot of parts of speech, almost covering each part of speech. Now let's explore each part of speech in more detail, starting with noun. So nouns are words that name people, objects, creatures, places, qualities, phenomena, or abstract ideas. They are often considered the naming words of a language. People. These can be general like boy or specific like Kathy. Here, Kathy is a specific noun, so it's a proper noun. Objects like anything like backpack or table. In creatures, it include animals or other living things such as dog. For places, there are locations like school or Rome. School is a common noun. Rome is a proper noun because it is referring to something specific. Qualities include the characteristics or features like roughness. Phenomena include natural events like earthquake, abstract ideas, or the concepts that are not tangible. So, for example, love, pain, sadness, and many more. Nouns can function as the subject of a sentence, like who or what the sentence is about, or the object, like who or what affected by the actions. Now, starting with article. Articles are small words that are used with nouns to define them as specific or unspecific. There are two types of article: definite article, the. It refers to something specific and noun, for example, the apple. Then we have indefinite article, a and an. These refer to something non-specific, for example, a banana or an apple. Like we can say, you can have a banana or an apple, and then we say, I'll take the apple. Here, the apple is referring to the particular apple we talked about earlier. Hope so you understood it. Like articles are important because they help us understand whether we are talking about something specific or something more general. Now let's look into adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe or modify nouns. They provide more information about the noun by answering questions like what kind, which one, or how many. For example, in the sentence, in the lucky boy, lucky describes the boys, telling us more about them. Like we can say adjectives, they provide more information or describe the qualities about the things referred to. For example, we can say large objects, a strange experience. In the noun phrase, a strange experience, strange gives us more detail about our experience. Adjectives help to point a more vivid picture by adding specifically and detailed information to your writing. And then we have verbs. Verbs are action words. They tell us what the subject of the sentence is doing or what state it is in. Actions include verbs like go and talk. These verbs they describe actions, and for states we have verbs like be and have. They describe states, a state of being or possession. For example, if we see the sentence we discussed earlier, the boys found a backpack. Here, found is a verb showing the action that the boys took. Then we have a sentence saying that Jessica is ill and has a sore throat, so she can't talk or go anywhere. Here is telling us Jessica's state of being, and talk or go, they are verbs. Okay, verbs are central to sentence because they describe what is happening. After verbs we have adverbs. Adverbs are the words that modify verbs. What we say, adverbs are words that modify verbs. Adjectives or adverbs, it can modify verbs, adjectives or other adverbs, but most of the time it is verb which is modified by adverbs. They often tell us how, when, where, or to what extent something happens. With verbs, the boys opened it carefully. Here, carefully describes how the boy opened the backpacks. With adjectives, a really large object. The adverb really modifies large, giving us more information about the degree of largeness. Okay, hope so you understood it. Then I had a very strange experience yesterday. Here, very is adding more information to the noun phrase strange experience. Adverbs enrich your sentences by adding context and detail to the actions and descriptions. Then we'll explore prepositions. Prepositions are words used with nouns to show relationship in terms of time, place, or other actions. For time, we can say at 5 o'clock or in the morning. For place, on the table or near the window. For connections, we can say with a knife or without a thought. Such phrases they are examples of prepositions. In our example, in is the preposition showing the relationship between the backpack and the park, like talking about the example or illustration sentence we had in the very start of the video. Now we'll explore pronouns. Pronouns are the words that take place of nouns. They are used to avoid repetition and make sentences easier to understand. Personal pronouns include he, she, it, they, which refer to people or things already mentioned. Then we have possessive pronouns like his, her, their, which show ownership. She talks to herself. Okay, here she is personal pronoun and herself is possessive pronoun. Then there is another sentence. They said it belonged to you. Here they and you, they both are personal pronouns. Then we'll move towards conjunctions. Conjunctions are connecting words that join words, phrases, or clauses. They help to indicate relationships between different parts of a sentence. Then there are two types of conjunctions: coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. For coordinating conjunctions, we have and, but, or. So these link equal elements. Okay, coordinating conjunctions link equal elements. Then we have subordinating, like because, when. These show relationship of the cause, time, etc. In our sentence, and is conjunction, and that connects the action found and open. talking about the sentence. The boys found a backpack in the park and they opened it. So here and is conjunction. So there is another sentence that's Gentle's husband was so sweet and he helped her a lot because she couldn't do much when she was ill. This sentence has a lot of conjunctions, including and, because, when. So these are the conjunctions in a single sentence, indicating relationship between events and certain connections. So this was all about our today's lecture. By understanding the correctly using part of speech, you can create more effective and clear sentences. Each part of speech has a unique role, and together they help us to convey complex ideas in a structured way. The sentence we examined is just one example of how these elements work together to form coherent thoughts. As you continue to write and speak, think about how these parts of speech contribute to the clarity and richness of your language. Hope so you liked our video. If you like it, hit a like, do comment, subscribe, and share. If you have any question, you may ask in the comment section. And stay tuned with us for having more videos about language and literature.